Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
let's go.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
20. That's it.
3rd and 2, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Desmond Trufant. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Ryan. Going underneath. It's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
There we go.
Now Ryan on second down. Drops it off for Coleman. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
That's it. 180.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ryan now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Gun!
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 20. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3. What's that? Ready?
On 1st down, Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
What's that? 180.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
What's that? 180. Great.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, fellas.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. The 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Thompson able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Ryan. And that is incomplete here. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 50 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
21.
On 2nd down, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
22. Get up.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's got Sanu. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ryan now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Newton to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And an alley to run. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Run, go! That's it, baby!
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Tuesday.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan connects with Sanu right side. Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on second down is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not at
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On second down, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Pushing his way through. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
To throw is Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Torrey Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he will find Ridley on the left side. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Get up!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one. So for the Falcons, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6.